Hello everyone, it's CRISPR Man again. The first story is about how CRISPR can correct muscular dystrophy. Duchenne muscular dystrophy, or DMD, is a very severe disease that usually affects little boys. Most do not survive past their teenage years. It is caused by mutations in a protein called dystrophin that is encoded in the DMD gene on the X chromosome. The DMD gene is one of the largest in the human genome, and dystrophin tends to mutate a lot due to the gene's complicated structure. Eric Olson from University of Texas and Wolfram Hubert Zimmerman from the University of Göttingen used CRISPR on spots on the gene where the mutations commonly occur. The CRISPR was used to edit heart muscle cells to allow for the restoration of dystrophin. After the edit, muscular function was restored on 60% of the cells. If this treatment can yield consistent results, it may be a very important solution to a terrible ailment. The next story is about CRISPR use in China. So far, Chinese scientists have used CRISPR on at least 86 people, maybe more. 15 of these patients have died, although reportedly this was due to pre-existing conditions in all of the cases. In the US, CRISPR has only been used once on humans, on embryo cells that were not even allowed to develop further. The reason for this difference between the two countries is that the approval process is much more lenient in China than the US. One proposal for cancer modification in the Hangzhou Cancer Hospital in China only took a few hours to be approved, whereas the embryo modification took 2 years. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, is the organization in charge of approving CRISPR in the US, and is stricter and slows the whole process down much more than its Chinese equivalent, the Ministry of Health. However, the safety of the patient and proper ethical treatment is much more valuable than the increased speed at which we could edit genes without the FDA. In reality, the FDA is the only thing that prevents the spread of the unethical and unsafe uses of CRISPR. Let me tell you a little story. In the 1950s and 60s, the drug thalidomide was used to cure morning sickness for pregnant women. The drug was not tested enough, so the side effects were unknown. One of these side effects was that many of the babies were born with defects. Of the estimated 10,000 babies, only half of them survived, and most of those that did were significantly harmed by the drug. If the strict drug control and approval system that we have today was in place then, all of those babies would not have had to suffer. Well, that's all for today. I will see you next time.